Islamic extremists show up in the news. A Japanese woman knows she has work to do. She wants to make sure people don't confuse the militants with mainstream followers of the faith. NHK World's Fumiya Takahashi reports on how she's dispelling stereotypes.
Miwa Asadi is on a mission to help people think again about Islam. She's Japanese, born and raised, and is a Muslim. She wears a hijab and prays 5 times a day. Asadi lives in the city of Shizuoka. Islam came into her life about 20 years ago when she was a graduate student in the United States. A Muslim woman there introduced her to the teachings.
I felt that the tenets of Islam were an extension of my own sense of virtue and morality. I was drawn to it.
She converted and married a Moroccan man she met at the mosque. She later returned to Japan along with her husband. For 18 years, they practiced their faith and lived peacefully. But things changed last year. 7 Japanese were killed in Bangladesh when Islamic militants attacked a cafe. One of the victims was a woman from Shizuoka who had been working with an international aid organization. Asadi says her neighbors' acceptance of Muslims seemed to deteriorate.
I sensed that people were looking at me completely differently. It's as though they were staring at me.
Threatening letters started to arrive at the Muslim organization that Asadi belongs to.
We'll hit you with a bat from behind. Get out of Japan.
I couldn't see these people's faces, but I became very fearful that their numbers were increasing.
At first, Asadi was just scared. Over time, though, she found herself wanting to address their misconceptions.
I didn't think I could just sit around saying nothing.
A high school in the prefecture asked her to give a talk on Islam. It wouldn't be easy. Students were surveyed beforehand. Many of their comments mentioned terrorism and the extremist group known as IS. Asadi thought long and hard about how to make Islam feel less distant. She began by describing Japan's popularity in the Islamic world.
The people of Islam love Japan and our Japanese values, such as the importance of not causing trouble and working as part of a team. They think of Japanese as fulfilling the virtues of Islamic teachings.
She said the teachings of Islam are the opposite of the values of terrorist organizations.
The Quran says that killing even one innocent person is the same as killing the entire human race, and saving one person is equivalent to saving the entire human race.
The talk wiped away my prejudice. My views have changed.
I'm relieved they now know the difference between Islam and IS.
Asadi hopes to give more talks to students and to show them another face of Islam, her face. Fumiya Takahashi, NHK World, Shizuoka.